Today I'm going to be making a fruit bowl. It's something that I really want and need in my own life for my own home to sit as the centerpiece of my main dining table, to display all of my fruits that I pick up at the farmers markets, because that's like my favorite thing to do in summer. I'm sipping tea from my strawberry mug. This is a licorice tea, which I've been loving lately. It has like almost a bit of a sweetness. This is my first week back in the studio since a couple of really hectic market weeks, just in terms of like how long it takes to prepare all of the pieces for the market like that, and then the whole setup and everything that goes into it. But I'm so excited to get back into making. So I want to settle into studio life by just like focusing on making something that brings me a lot of joy. The idea is just to make something beautiful that can sit on top of any kitchen table or bench, but it's also functional and it can display fruits, and like they can highlight the beauty of each other, because you guys know I love incorporating different fruits into my ceramics. In order to plan my fruit bowl, I'm using Milanote, which is a tool that helps plan and organize creative projects. I am such a visual person and a mood boarder, so Milanote has been amazing just to like create a visual mood board, especially with ceramics when there's so many different stages to any project. I found it really useful to have lists and a mood board just to make sure that I'm staying on track with the thing that I want to be making. Otherwise it can get pretty overwhelming. Milanote isn't just useful for ceramics, like you can literally make mood boards about any creative project for absolutely anything, and to meet any creative needs that you have. Home decoration, style inspiration, creating art, business planning.
If you want to check it out for yourself, you can sign up for free using my link in the description.
I've made some really cute mood boards for this bowl and I can't wait to show you, so I'm going to switch to a screen recording. So this is the main board that I've made for the fruit bowl project. You can see I've started by outlining the main idea for the fruit bowl, which is just to create a functional art vessel to hold all of my favorite summer fruit. I made this using the mood board template on Milanote, and they have over 100 templates to choose from, which just makes it really easy. There's also an inspiration tab, so I added in a little quote just to remind me about why I'm making what I'm making. I recently read this quote in one of my favorite creative magazines, and it was all about how we can't ignore the vessel that holds beautiful objects because it's beautiful in itself. It was talking about actually a vase and how vases hold flowers, which are beautiful, but I think that the same applies to fruit bowls. This quote just reminds me a lot about why I love making and using handmade ceramics and how they can enrich your life in so many ways. Okay, now onto designing the actual bowl itself. Let's have a bit of a brainstorm. I find fruit and all of the colors and patterns to be so inspiring in my art. Like I'm literally using my strawberry mug now. I kind of want it to have this sort of vibe. I started by going to the farmers markets and photographing all of the beautiful summer seasonal fruits that they have there.
Yeah, you can.
Took photos of everything and just dragged it all into a collage so that I can see them all in one place really easily without having to flip through my entire camera roll. I also love the drawing function. Here I can add any doodles and sketches, just like a digital scrapbook. It keeps it really fun. I don't like to keep things super clean cut, especially in my art, and it's nice to like add little notes and sketches and try things out. I used Milanote's mobile app in order to do all the little doodles using my pencil. This also allowed me to add color and sketches on top of an image from my sketchbook, which I uploaded into Milanote. It just feels like a digital scrapbook, but so much cleaner and simpler. As you can see here, I have linked my summer 2024 mood board. It's so cute, just so I can keep referring back to it, because I want this bowl to reflect my current like artistic direction and make sure it still fits in with the other sort of pieces that I'll be creating soon. To make this, I actually used the web clipper tool, which just makes it so easy just to add in pictures from the internet without filling your device with a million screenshots. As you can see, I'm loving pink, green, and baby yellow tones at the moment, and I really want my pieces to start incorporating more of those. This color is a really important part of what I do. This color drop feature is my favorite. So you can basically get the color codes and swatches from any of your images and just have them all in one place, and you can really compare them, change them around a little bit if you want. For the main bowl design, I thought about putting legs on it, but I think that I'm going to keep it quite flat so that it just sits really simply and easily on any table and can be really seamless. I just want to go for quite a simple shape so that my hand painted details can be like the main feature of the bowl. I even added in a playlist that I created for what I want to listen to while I make the bowl, and so it's just so nice to have everything in one place. I can just go straight to my board and I have everything from my design inspo to the music that I'll be listening to. It's a really good playlist. I'll link it down below in case anyone wants to listen. Okay, now that all the planning is done, it's time to jump into my task list, and the first step is to make the base of the bowl. So it's time to head into the studio. This is really heavy, but this is the base of the bowl as it currently is. It's really wet right now in the clay, so I can't actually continue to work on it until it dries a little bit. Depending on the weather, it could be like from a few hours to a couple days. I'm gonna leave this one to dry. Is that like the true sign of adulthood, when all you want for your birthday is a kettle?
That's it, I think.
Very exciting. Here is the bowl. It will shrink some more in the kiln, but this is a big fruit bowl. She's all dry, so I'm gonna add some paintings now, which is always my favorite part. So far, this is how it's looking. We've got strawberries, rockmelon, papaya, and cherries. It's a bit of a like orangey red theme going on, but I think I'm gonna change it up and add some blueberries in. I don't really use the color purple much in my art, but I'm trying to mix up the perfect purple to paint a fig, like for the outside bit. It's hard to do things like this when you don't know the colors, like how the colors are going to come out after the kiln. could still add more to it, but I think I'm just gonna sit with it for a while and come back and see how I feel. So excited to put this in the kiln and see how it comes out. I really, really love it. It's a fine balance between like keeping the pattern minimalistic almost so that it can fit into any space, but also like impactful enough. But I'm really happy with it so far. It's time for the fruit bowl reveal. The kiln is finally cool enough and I've been unloading it. I'm really nervous for how it's gonna turn out, but also really excited. It's always like the most nerve-wracking part of ceramics because you just don't know how everything is gonna come together, but that is kind of why it's so exciting. Just like that unknown of not really realizing how a final piece is gonna be until you like actually see it and it's done and there's nothing else that you can do about it. I actually can't believe it's ready. I'm so happy with how it looks. All of the colors are super vibrant, which I love. It just reminds me of summer and I just want to fill it with all my favorite fruits. It just feels so special and like the kind of piece that I'll cherish forever. I love that color, like it came out so vibrant and they all work really nicely together. I ended up using the same shade of orange for the papaya and the melon, and then the apples and the raspberries. So everything kind of goes together. It's not too jolty to the eye. Thank you so much to Milanote for sponsoring this video and making this piece possible. I am genuinely going to cherish it forever and I just want to make more and more things like this now. I just felt so inspired the whole time I was making this as well because of Milanote and having my mood boards up next to me while I was working. So I think I'm going to end the video here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the process of making this bowl. Have a beautiful rest of your day and your week, and I will see you next time.